Hey everybody, thanks for taking a minute to stop by my channel today. I have a really good video lined up, and today we are going to try out and review a product I'm really excited about, and you have probably seen it all over TikTok and all over Facebook. I'm kind of late to the game, and of course all over YouTube. A lot of people have been reviewing the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation, and I've also got, so we're going to try that out. Super excited. And we're also going to try out the Charlotte Tilbury Airless Airbrush Flawless Finish. I don't have my reading glasses on, so please don't give me any hate. I can't see, so I have to squint a little bit. Look at this particular compact. I'm trying to shine it up a little bit. I got finger marks all over it. This Charlotte Tilbury powder compact is absolutely beautiful. I'll close my hand over there. This is beautiful. Look at the pan size on that. It is huge. It is so beautiful. Like if you were to pull this out of like your evening bag, if you went out for dinner with your husband or something on date night, and pull this out of your bag, it's just absolutely beautiful. It's so feminine. It's so pretty. They put a lot of time into making it look just as feminine as the product actually is, and I'm really excited about this. I like having a compact like this because nowadays a lot of companies seem to not put as much money into the packaging. I guess to make it affordable for everybody, you know, in all fairness. But you know, some brands, I guess, like the Charlotte Tilbury, which is a higher end product, still take the time to put the money into some really nice luxe packaging, and you feel kind of extra special when you are carrying it. And you know, truth be told, both of these products here are probably not something I would be using on the daily because they are at a pretty hefty price point. But I would keep these for a special occasion without any doubt. It's a wonderful product to have in your arsenal without a doubt. And they do run some sales. And if you go onto the Charlotte Tilbury website and sign up to get their, I think it's their newsletter and their text messages, I'm not sure what it is, you can get a coupon for, I don't know, 15 or 20% off your first purchase or something like that. And that does help to lessen the financial blow on these as well. And it's also a nice gift for yourself. This would be a really great idea for Christmas if you are looking to get something for your sister-in-law, or maybe your daughter's going off to college and it's time to upgrade her makeup. This would be a wonderful duo. They have several of them on the website. You'll have to go ahead and take a minute to check it out. But nevertheless, so the foundation we're going to try out today is the Charlotte Tilbury 6 Neutral is the color I chose in that. And I believe the flawless finish it's a number 2 medium, so these are a little bit different. We are also going to try out some of the Charlotte Tilbury mascara. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes. It says it has a 24-hour lift effect. 93% of people said that it gave them voluminous definition. 96% of people said it magnified and amplified their lashes, and 96% of people said it lengthened their lashes. It is smudge proof and humidity proof. Yes and yes. And it also says it gives, there was a small percentage of people said that it gave a bit of a curl to the lash, which all of these are good things. So we're going to try a little bit of that. And we've got some basic CoverGirl eyeshadow just because I was feeling these fall colors today. Fall or neutral. And of course, we still need a little bit of color correcting underneath my eyes because I'm still rocking a bit of a black eye. I don't know when that's ever going away, but thank goodness for cosmetics, am I right? Because I don't know what I would do if I wasn't able to cover this. But nevertheless, so we're going to start out today. We're going to do some primer. We're going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Primer. This is a product or a primer rather, that I've been enjoying a little bit lately. My pores, for whatever reason, seem to be looking a little bit larger than normal, and I'm not so sure what to make of that. Hopefully this is not going to be a situation going forward. Perhaps it's just a little bit oilier because the weather has been warmer out, I'm sweating more, and or maybe I'm just being incredibly critical of myself, which all women, when you hand them a mirror, will proceed to pick themselves apart, and that is quite possibly what I have done. So nevertheless, we're going to use this foundation or this primer and make myself feel better about the pores that I swear are larger than the stars in the constellation. I don't know, they're huge, right? I'm just like, wow, my goodness, can we just destroy ourselves much more as women? Like, I swear I have these gigantic pores on my nose all of a sudden. I mean, is that even possible? I don't know. But I'm just going to put this primer just in the T-zone because it is a mattifying primer, and you don't want to put that all over your face unless you are you put incredible amounts of oil. You normally just have a little bit of it in my T-zone, if at all. But like I said, I am trying to minimize the size of those pores. What I probably actually need to do is a charcoal mask, because usually when you think you have enlarged pores, what you actually have is a dirty pore, and because there's grease and oil in the pore that's normally round, it's pulling it down, and you're seeing the dirt and grime and grit in the bottom side of the pore, and then you think that they're huge and large, and you start digging in your face and doing all kind of unsavory things to your face. All right, I'm going on and on and on about the pores. We're going to stop that. Okay, so this is dried down. It is a very nice mattifying primer. All pore things and disgusting things I set aside, the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Primer, without a doubt. And we're going to apply this with a foundation brush today. And it has a nice little pump on it, which is always nice. But be careful, because this thing does tend to squirt really far, so you want to be careful. This is an expensive product, and you don't want to lose any of it if you don't have to. And we can just gently buff this into the skin. I know I say gently and it looks like I'm pounding on my face. I'm really not. Be gentle and careful with your skin, ladies. And you know, whenever I talk about skincare, I always say using an upward and outward motion. The one time that I don't use an upward and outward motion is when I apply foundation. A lot of times I tend to go downward. And that's a video we'll do on another day. There's a reason for that. But we'll discuss that in another video, because it kind of goes along with the theme of something else. I'm going to turn this light up a little bit. There we go. I don't know if that helped or not, or gave us more glare. I think we got a little bit of glare. Okay. There we go. That should help. And I have noticed that when I do these videos, I tend to sniffle a lot. I really don't think I was an allergy sufferer, but I've noticed how much I tend to sniffle in these videos. Isn't it crazy, the things that you never knew you did? I wonder how long I've been annoying my spouse with that incessant sniffling. I guess I could have blown my nose before I started, and that wouldn't have been an issue. But nevertheless, let's move onward. And I am going to put a little bit of this. This I'm going to use is the Mary Kay Under Eye Corrector. And the reason why I like this is because it has peach undertones in it. And peach undertones are good because they work with any and all skin colors. Whatever tone of skin you have, this is a match for you because it is a peach undertone. So keep that in mind. It's a really good product. But I'm trying to cover up these little hollows I've got going on here. I don't know what... And this discoloration. Ugh. You know what I've noticed? The best makeup brush in the world is your fingers. Clean fingers. Make sure your fingers are clean. I like to use my fingers when I apply concealer a lot of times. And the reason being is so many concealers are so thick that a lot of women say, oh, I can't wear a concealer. You know, it's too thick. It accentuates my lines. What you want to do with a concealer, particularly a heavy full coverage concealer, is warm it up really well between your fingers. And that gets the product more viscosity rather in the product. And then you want to actually push it into the skin. You don't want to just keep wiping it away and wiping it away. You're ruining what it is you're trying to do. So a lot of times, well, I always wash my hands before I touch my face. That is something I'm very consistent with because I want germs on my face. But a lot of times just pushing it in gives it a much better look than trying to smash it around. Now, there are some really good concealer brushes out there, and I do have one that I'm going to be doing here in a future video. I think it'll be coming out later, probably the beginning of next week, with a concealer brush that I did find that actually works for me. This brown mark. Okay. Alrighty. Pardon me. I am not going to use an eye primer today simply because the shades, this CoverGirl palette that I have is a little bit on the darker side, very, very pigmented, and I don't like to go too dark around my eyes. I don't like to draw too much attention to my crow's feet or anything like that, so I tend to try to go a little bit lighter. And there are some lighter shades in here. And again, the glittery shades that you see in here, the shimmer rather, I should say, I feel the best way to put those on, if you don't just put a dot on, is with your finger and just touch it into your skin, because otherwise, with a palette such as a CoverGirl, you might get an insane amount of fallout. I mean, all eyeshadows have fallout. You're not going to find an eyeshadow that doesn't fall out and flake a little bit. I mean, that's just what they're designed to do. I mean, we take them off the palette and put them into the brush. Excuse me. But you can get a lot more fallout from certain brands rather than others. So you do want to watch that because you don't want to have to redo your makeup under here. Okay, so I'm going to take just a very light brown and just give myself a little bit of an outline here. I guess it's more of like a taupe color. And this is not the makeup brush that I would normally be using, but I washed my brushes, and the majority of them are still drying, so I didn't really plan ahead. I like to do a little bit of the top liner there. It kind of gives the eyeliner a little bit something to grip onto. Here we go. There's a couple of big sales right now on the internet on makeup brushes if anybody's in the market. I think it's BH. It's having a really big sale on brushes right now if you're in the market for brushes. These are Mary Kay brushes, which I'll link those down below in the comments. I've had these for a long time. They don't need replacing. I don't need any more new eye makeup brushes, but these have lasted me a long time. But I do take care of them. I really do wash them and dry them properly. And there's a way to do that, and I do have a video coming out on that. There really is a proper way to wash and dry your brushes to get the most out of them. I mean, brushes are a huge investment. So you don't want to ruin your brushes before they've lived their life. You want to get the most out of them as you can, and you've got to take care of them in order to do that. Okay. I'm going to take, this is the Il Makiage liquid pen liner. Excuse me. I'm starting to like this a lot better than I did in the future. In fact, I did a review on this a couple months back. Maybe I'll put a card up here if I remember. I never know where it goes. I wasn't incredibly excited with it at first, but I have learned to fall in love with it, actually. I like that it has an exceptionally long tip, and the reason I like that is several reasons. It gives you a lot more control. Like, can you see how sharp that tip is? And what I like about that is if I'm showing someone how to put eyeliner on for the first time, particularly a pen eyeliner, excuse me, I show them that they can just lay it there and just do like that and connect the dots. And particularly people who want to have like a really robust wing, I guess we'll call it robust. This is a wonderful pen to learn how to do that, freehand it, because some people are really intimidated by doing that, or for the life of them, their wings are always crooked and it drives them crazy. And this particular Il Makiage liquid eyeliner pen is wonderful for doing that, or if you're a beginner, I like that. And this actually comes off easily with, I always use eye makeup remover, but I have used a cleanser and it has come off really well too, so no worries with that. It's not like if you make a mistake, you're going to be stuck with it and it's going to look hideous or anything. It's nothing like that. Excuse me. A little bit of frog in my throat. I guess it has to do with that sniffle, huh? Perhaps we have a little bit of an allergy going on. Well, I'm going to use a cream blush. I'm really getting into the cream blushes lately. There's a lot more on the market. For a while, you couldn't find a good cream blush. They just weren't the thing. And now they're coming back. I mean, Elf has them. Ulta has their own brand of them. This is the Mary Kay brand, and it has one side of it as blush, the other side of it is a highlighter. And I really like it. I like a cream blush because I think you get a lot of wear out of these, and you can blend these in with your fingertips, or if you want to blend these in with a brush, you can. I'm going to go ahead and just use my fingers today. Okay, that was the blush side. And you just kind of tap in, and with the heat of your hands, just kind of smooshes it all together. And I think my experience is that the cream blushes have much longer wearing power. I really do. And then when you powder on the top, I just think it gives it such a nice blended look, because it doesn't look quite as powdery as a powder blush does on top. So I'm really loving these right now, and I'm really glad that they came back in. I remember when my mother sold Avon a million years ago, and cream blushes were really, really huge back then, because I used to use all of her Avon makeup and get in trouble because I went to Catholic. Well, okay, I was in, first grade. I really shouldn't have been wearing mascara. Here's a little bit of highlighter down the edge of my nose, under my eyes. I don't want to go crazy with the highlighter. I don't want you to be able to see me from space. I don't want it to look like a beam of sorts. Just a little bit to lighten me up. And I have a ton of freckles. I have less freckles because I've been really consistent with my sunscreen, which I have been for years, but when I was younger, I didn't look like Peppermint Patty or anything, but I do tend to have a lot of, excuse me, freckles on my nose. So I do like a little bit of highlighter to maybe try to conceal them a little bit. I'm a little old for freckles, just in the nose where I have them. And then we're going to go ahead with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes. Sounds like a Victoria's Secret push up bra. And this is in black. Oh, wow. This is a really interesting wand. Oh my gosh. It's like flat on one side and then has bristles on the other. I've never seen anything like that before. I wonder what the purpose of that is. I'm going to have to go on the website and find out why one side of a wand would be flat. I mean, I understand if they're different sizes. Oh, this goes on incredibly smooth. I'm not going to do my lower lashes because I have concealer on, and when you smile, your cheeks move up, and they're warm because it's warm outside, and it will take that bottom mascara off and smudge it and make me look like a raccoon. So I don't want to put powder under there today because I don't know how the Charlotte Tilbury powder is going to work, and I don't want to over accentuate the lines. Now, if it works the way it's supposed to, and what all the reviews have said, I'll be able to do that, and it'll be fine because it'll be fine. It's supposed to be a very finely milled powder, so it would not make me look cakey under my eyes, which is a win-win. That's a really nice mascara, I am here to tell you. That is really, really nice. That went on so, that went on like butter, as they say. I mean, that was whoa smooth. I need to not fall in love with Charlotte Tilbury products because, excuse me, geez, I need a drink of water. Where's my hired help? Oh, geez, I don't have any of that. I wonder if the dog, or maybe my nasty cat over there. Hey, nasty Natalie. She's so mean, y'all. She is mean as a snake. Love her to death. Could you give me a glass of water? Didn't think so. Nevertheless, I was saying, I hope I don't fall in love with the Charlotte Tilbury because it is pricey. But you know, everybody has sales, right? Right? And we can always ask Santa Claus for, oh, this stuff is so nice, you guys. Oh my gosh. This stuff is nice. Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a little bit excited there. Oh, that is so soft. That is really a really soft setting powder. And the reason that I used a brush with this instead of a puff is I don't want to push the powder in, because in the beginning of the video I went on and on about my pores, how they're huge. I don't want to push this in because I'm afraid it will settle in my pores. And I don't know if that's going to be true or not because I don't know how this wears just yet. There will be an update probably down in the comments below after I've worn this for a couple of times and I know for sure. But the way that this is applying, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I really don't. But I want to be certain before I go ahead and commit to that and maybe start using a puff with it. But right now, oh, this is so soft. Oh, I really, wow. This is a beautiful product. 10 out of 10. Beautiful. But you know, I have been fooled before where I put on a product, thought I fell in love with it, then a couple hours later I'm like, oh my gosh, it completely melted off my face, or it just looks terrible. I mean, those things happen. It happens to all of us. So I will definitely update you and let you know, but I have a feeling this is going to be good because the reviews on it are just phenomenal. And now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead in with the Mary Kay setting spray. We do it cross like that. Normally I put my mascara on last because I don't want it to get anywhere, but this will help my makeup stay on and in place. And if any oil tries to get through, it won't. With this, it can't. But that is today's look. I hope you guys are liking it. Like I said, I went really light on the eyes because I'm really trying to focus on this foundation today, see what it does. Oh, we didn't curl our eyelashes, but that's okay because that was a really nice mascara. Okay, I will definitely probably be updating everybody on this. We got a little bit of glow here. Love, love, love the Charlotte Tilbury line, and the other products I had, I've always had. So definitely nothing new on there. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you go out and get yourself some Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to link the names of the products that I use down below in the description in case you're interested in going and purchasing them. You will get a link right to it because I am absolutely loving these. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to stop by and watch this video all the way until the end. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate every time you give me a thumbs up in the comments. If you like this video and you'd like to see more just like this, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and you'll be notified every time I do post a video. If you have any suggestions for a future video or a product that you've been dying to try, let me know. I'll be happy to try it out, and I'll do a video right on here and let you know. Once again, thank you so much for spending a couple minutes with me. It's been great. Bye-bye.